All right, hey y'all. I want to drop something on y'all today. So I'm going to try to get through this real quick. So I want to share with y'all that there's a lot of people that sometimes, I've never been a big social media person, believe it or not. But in this season, as I grow to share with others who are here to hear or listen or receive what I want to share, I appreciate you guys. And so I just wanted to share that I once heard a leader say that when you don't know what to share, but you know you're supposed to be sharing, start from where you're at. So I've always um, started off sharing things I already know, right? So in the mental health wellness field, working in mental health and addictions, there are some examples I like to use. And so I'm going to share with you some of the things you may that's really quick, that's taught, and then I want to share some things that's growing inside me that makes me want to give more. So first, what I know is in addictions we teach trigger thought craving use, right? So that means trigger thought craving use is usually a pattern that happens when people are craving or they're triggered and they want to go back into active addiction. Okay. Then there's spiraling in mental health. So what that means is people go from, managing their feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. And so that can be trigger or situation, feeling or emotion, thought, response, and outcome. Okay. And so those are simple, everyday tiny parts of the psychoeducation. Then you go into preventive care and what's normal and what we want to stay away from. However, I wanted to talk to a little bit about what's going on inside. So one story that helps me share with what moving forward looks like to me. So I want to share a little bit about how Moses was in the desert with Joshua, training him, mentoring him for a very long time. And he was training him to lead the people into the land, right? The promised land. Okay. And so Joshua knew that he was going to lead the people in the promised land. He was preparing for that. And so what stands out to me about the story of Joshua, if you continue to read, he faced so many challenges after Moses died. So, and what I mean by that is he knew that he had to carry something. But in the midst of that, he faced challenges, okay? He had to deal with opposition. He had to deal with being outnumbered. He had to deal with, continuing repeating something 7 times. He had to deal with a number of difficult situations. He even had to deal with himself, being confident and dependent on himself, and then going back to trusting in his Father above, being outnumbered in battles and knowing I had to trust. He had to trust. You see how that relates. But what really stood out for me is he finished strong. Okay. And no matter what, he finished strong. And so I just want to share with you that if you just start from where you at, knowing that there is something that you have to share. I'm sorry, you see me looking away because I'm about to read something. But you have something to say, you have something to share, and we are all in it together. And there are going to be times when, we need a little bit more help, and that's okay. Lean into your support. And so I want to read Joshua 23, verse 14. Now behold, today I am going the way of all the earth, and you know in all your word of all the good works which the Lord your God has promised concerning you, has not failed. Wait. Your God promised concerning you Has failed all have been fulfilled for you. Okay, so have failed all and been fulfilled for you. But not one of them has failed. So now that is the amplified version, Joshua 23 and 14. So what I got out of that is his valuable faith was so strong in all. He was preparing, he was trained, but he also had to face the challenges and the difficulties. So what I'm saying to you guys today is sometimes we got to just move from faith talk to faith walk. And that is your true identity. It's easily said when you realize really what's going on. Hope y'all caught that. Have a good day.